the hydration station. Let me know what's in your cup. It is cucumber, lemon, water in mine. Cheers. Hope you're having a good day. We got some entitled parents getting called out and shamed on the internet. I'm not a big parent shamer, y'all. I'm always fighting for the parents in the comments. I'm like, yo, good parents need praise and recognition, because y'all good parents out there, my hat's off to you always. It's just a beautiful, wonderful thing that you guys chose to have kids and sacrifice so much for your kids. I could go on and on about good parents, but we're talking about bad parents today. Mom making me feel guilty about going to my girlfriend's house. Guys, if you can hear this pipe that just seems to be exploding behind me, I apologize. It should stop soon. I'm not really sure what's going on. Hi, 22 female here with 54-year-old mom. I came home from work and let her know that I was going to my girlfriend's house after work on Tuesday. Her response to this was an eye roll, I know all about those, and a sigh. I'm at home the majority of the time, 4 out of 7 days of the week, and whenever I leave, I always feel guilty and or is made to feel guilty. My mom's reaction is always like, "Aw, but I never see you anymore," or "I just miss you," instead of being happy that I am getting out of the house. Her responses then leave me feeling guilty and questioning if I should be leaving the house as often as I should. Personally, I think I have a good balance between my home life and out of home life, but my mom doesn't seem to think so. How do I get her to stop making me feel so guilty all the time, especially when I enjoy the time away from home? I don't know if you can stop her from making you feel guilty. I think you just need to stop feeling guilty. I think you can only work on how you handle your emotions on the other end of things, because I don't think you have a reason to feel guilty. You can talk to her about it and hope that she won't make those comments anymore once you let her know how they make you feel. But if she continues to say them and you can't control what she says, just control how you react to that. You can be like, you know what? You're not gonna make me feel guilty about this. My mom gave this random guy my phone number. For context, I am 27 years old. I have fallen on hard times with losing my full-time job, so I'm living with my mom, brother, and his girlfriend. My mom always bothers me and says that I should find a husband. My extended family told her to back off, but she doesn't. My neighbor is Vietnamese too, so she's very nosy and was trying to play matchmaker. She knows this random Viet guy. My mom told me that he's gonna meet me today. I begged her and said, "I'm not interested. Please, I don't want to meet him. Also, I'm not into men mostly. I am bisexual, but I prefer women." She doesn't know that though. Oh, okay. But I told her I want to choose who I date. He arrives at my house, oh my God, with the neighbor and everyone's chatting. I greeted him, then I just sat there awkwardly for 30 minutes. My mom says, "Honey, give him your number." Fuck off. I pleaded with her not to give it to him. Then she proceeds to do so. It's so effing embarrassing. We don't even speak the same language. He barely speaks English. I barely speak Vietnamese, and I'm just frustrated. I'm definitely moving out when I can. Now this random ass guy has my number. Who knows if he's psycho or not? I wanted to cry. I could not handle that. And I absolutely hate when people are like, "You should have kids by now. You should be married. You need to get a husband." Listen, Carol, what I do with my life is none of your freaking business, and quite frankly, has zero effect on you. Who's writing this rule book of life that we have to be doing things by a certain time and by a certain age? I think y'all can suck it. So that's how I feel about your mother as well. I think she can suck it, respectfully. My parents expect me to be a babysitter even though I moved out. I, 24 female, have been moved out for a few months now. I have a younger brother who is 17 male. Do 17-year-olds need to be babysat? I moved out when I was 17 years old. I literally lived in an apartment on my own when I was 17 years old. And my older sister co-signed for me. It was a really sketchy building. He plays a bunch of sports and also volunteers. My recent issue has been that my parents expect me to drop everything to babysit him when they want to go on vacation or weekend plans, which is becoming more and more frequent. They give me very little notice too, expecting me to drop my weekend plans. They don't even give me a choice either. It's, I get a we're doing this in a few days and I'm just expected to do it. I mean, I can't say no when they've already booked things or else I'm a dick. Well, you and I are very different people because I could say no. My frustration is just the fact that they have a busy child and proceed to go on all these vacations and trips. Yeah, it sounds like parents don't want to be parents anymore. Expecting me to drop all of my plans to drive him around and stay there. The most notice I get is a few days in advance. I know I need to set boundaries. Yep. I just don't know what to do or say. My parents are very hot and cold, and I just know there's going to be anger on their side. I'm just tired of being expected to drop everything to cater to their plans when I don't even live at home anymore, and any and all advice is appreciated. I mean, I think you already know what you have to do. You got to set some boundaries, and you got to say, you know what? I'm 24. You chose to have children. If you feel that at 17, he needs a babysitter and he's got a lot of places to go and he doesn't have a car, well, sorry, then you can't go on vacation, and you can be a parent to this child still, and you can deal with it. I would help them out. Let's be honest. Like, you gotta help them out every once in a while. If they're like, hey, we're booking vacation in June. Would you be able to babysit if we did book that vacation? Would you be cool with that? Like, that's a whole other story. But for them to just tell you like, hey, tomorrow we're doing this, and like you're just no, I don't have a problem with setting those boundaries. No. And guess what? No is a full sentence, by the way. No explanation, just no. My entitled mother borrowed $11,000 from me and now won't return it since she raised me. Y'all, oh my God, where are the boundaries? So I used to live with my mom and dad who adopted me at birth. My dad always said I would inherit our family home after they both passed away. Well, my father passed away unexpectedly in 2021, and we had been struggling to keep up with the bills since then. I got in a car accident. Oh my God, what, is the universe out to get you? What a life. Oh, that's so sad. I got in a car accident in late 2022 and ended up getting a settlement check for it in June of 2023. I loaned my mom a total of $11,000 for repairs to the house and bills to catch up on. I told her if we ended up selling the house and moving out together, she could keep the majority of the money since we'd be living together. Okay, this is all very nice of you, but I never agreed to let her keep it if we moved out separately since I would need the income. Since that conversation, I moved in with my boyfriend and she was staying at the house. She ended up having a stroke. Oh my God, y'all are cursed. In October of 2023 and sold the house I was supposed to inherit and moved in with her new fiance. She's given me back $4,000 since then. Plus, her fiance paid for a couple of car maintenance and repairs, so I've also deducted that from the money she has owed me. Water break, I'm sorry. However, she refuses to pay me back the last $5,900 as she feels like I owe her that since she raised me. I desperately need that money since I've gone back to school and I need to quit my job to focus on my studies and my health. I only have 4 months until I'm done with my classes and I can get my new job in my career. She was the one that chose to adopt me. I didn't ask for it. I don't owe her anything for raising me. That is her job as a mother. She also always tells me about how she has money, how she's gonna use it, how she wants to buy a new car, and how she went to Cancun for vacation and went gambling in Vegas. I honestly don't know what to do. How do I ask for the rest of the money? How do I leave on good terms with her if that's even possible? What should be my next step? Also, I don't have any sort of paper trail. That's my other issue. All was verbal communication. This one's brutal. I'm not a parent, but other mothers and fathers out there, chime in the comments, please. But I can't imagine being a parent and wanting for my child to feel financial strain over me. As a parent, wouldn't you want the absolute best for your child and you want to make their life easier and you want to support them? And you know what I mean? I don't understand this way of thinking. And to be like, oh, well, I raised you. I didn't ask for this. I woke up out of the womb one day and here I am. That cannot be an excuse. Like, what? My mom threw out all of my coziest clothes because she thinks they are lowering my feminine energy. Okay, your mom would hate me because in my everyday life, I wear a sweatsuit every day of my life. Summer, winter, spring, fall, doesn't matter. Sweatpants. She bought a new wardrobe for my room, and when I came back home, I saw she already put my clothes in it. So I just thanked her and stuff, but then I realized none of my favorite clothes were there. So I asked her about it, and she said, I don't know anything about it. They are probably in the laundry box. And I didn't mind about it. A week passed and my clothes were still missing, so I asked her again. She said these ugly clothes are lowering my feminine energy and confidence, and that I can't find any guy to like me with these clothes. Wow, what a supportive, uplifting mother. Girl, I'm aromantic. Even if I wasn't, I do not want anyone who just cares about my clothes. She threw out almost everything that now I just have 3 to 4 things to wear at home. I can't stand it. Honestly, terrible. Doesn't matter. Excuse you. You don't get to decide how I dress and what makes me feminine or not feminine. Billie Eilish went on a whole rant about this one because she faced this butt from everybody else every day of her life. That is not what I wanted. Ugh. The thing I want is on the floor, but that's okay. My lips are just so dry. Oh yeah, moisture. My mom didn't pay her electric. There's a lot of mom ones in here. My mom didn't pay her electric bill and expects me to pay her restoration fee. I, 18 female, live with my mom and I have a part-time job, looking for a second job at the moment. Money is tight for me in general because I have my own expenses and I get 2 shifts a week. And my mom has a full-time job while also receiving alimony from my dad. Her boyfriend pays for everything when they're together. She buys stupid stuff she doesn't need, like random glass tables and stuff like that, and goes on vacations and weekend trips. But yet somehow she doesn't have enough money to pay the electric. She let it shut off today and told me to call PSE&G to pay the $150 restoration fee. Mind you, my paycheck was $390 and I have my own expenses too. That's just the financial side of it. I have a scar on my face still from the last time. Okay, well, this is a whole other issue. So I guess I just need some advice, and if I sound entitled, oh honey, let me know. My phone's at 4 because I can't charge it because the electric is literally off, LMAO, so I tried to make it as short as possible. Bless. No, this actually breaks my heart. Sounds to me in some of these stories like parents just like stop wanting to be parents when they hit a certain age. They're like, I don't feel like being a parent anymore. I don't feel like dealing with my own responsibilities and decisions. Park family. I was doing a mini photo shoot for a client. There was another family doing a video for their daughter's birthday. We waited patiently for the same spot, and once they moved further away, we got our stuff done and finished quickly. The other family proceeds to block the only exit and complained that we were in their footage. You don't own the park, lady. Surely we can work together here. We can share the space, take turns, we won't be long. Oh my God. People will look for anything, I swear. My mom actually freaked out that I wasn't able to give her a ride. I'm in the process of recovering from illness. My mom kept waking me up because she wanted a ride to the mall. I kept falling asleep because I'm sick. Eventually I woke up. I was going to give her a ride just so she would shut the F up. Anyway, it was too late since she had to make it there by 1 p.m. But my mom completely freaked out and said that she had no one and that I deserve nothing and that I can't expect anything from her. Her tire was flat. Me and my uncle urged her for months to get it fixed. She's been entitled for a while. When my father was alive, she was discussing with him that she refuses to drive anything besides a Mercedes. I can't believe people have to deal with this shit. I remember after he got evicted, we moved into a cheaper neighborhood. It was just fine. No violence or anything like that. And she insisted that it was the ghetto. It wasn't. It was what's considered a moderate income neighborhood. Is it just me, or is my mother entitled as hell? I really can't bring myself to love her in the least bit after she gave me such an issue over not giving her a ride to the mall. And then at the mall, she was freaking out because my sister didn't want to get her makeup or hair done for the prom. She kept telling her hair looked mid and that she didn't like how she looked. What is wrong? That's what I'm wondering. What is wrong with your mother? She also compared my social work job, which is very stressful, to working as a telemarketer. She says, I don't know stress when she whined over my father not getting her a Mercedes until he did. Thoughts? Obviously, we're just hearing your version of the story, but it is coming across that your mother is very entitled. Her tire's flat. You're an adult. Get your car fixed if you need to go to the mall or hop on a bus or get in an Uber. Not really my issue. My mom is threatening to send me to law school in a few months if I can't get a job soon. I've posted before about how my mom kept pushing me to be a lawyer even though I told her no over and over. My career field is in political science and I got a temporary political job earlier this year, so it's not like I haven't had success. Lately though, the market's gotten stagnant and I've even put in applications to jobs outside of my career field with no interview offers, let alone accepted applications. I don't know if she got on a power trip because it's Mother's Day, but out of the blue, she started yelling at me about how she's gonna send me to law school because she wants me to be a lawyer. Then earlier, she basically dismissed the fact that I had my temporary job for a month and said I've gone a full year with my degree but not having a job. It took everything in me to not start crying. That's sad. This isn't the first time she's done crap like this though. When I was in high school and had finals one year, she threatened that if I failed one of my classes, then she would ship me off to Mexico and force me to stay there. Do parents think that this is what builds a nice relationship with their child? I'm confused. And on top of that, the same school year, I had a depressive episode to a point of where I attempted to end my life. I don't know what to do at this point, job-wise, and I really feel scared because of how emotionally abusive she was today. I need a bit of help or advice, even if it's just words of encouragement. It would make me feel better right now, given that my dad and brother are completely on her side. How? I will say it once and I'll say it again. Not everyone is meant to be a parent. I don't care. If that offends you, I don't care. I'm not meant to be a parent. You wanna know why? Because I'm selfish. I'm at a point in my life where I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And I know that as a parent, I can't be that way. All that goes out the window and that child is my first priority and becomes my world and everything I do revolves around that. I'm not ready. So I'm not gonna be a parent. I don't have anything positive to say. I just want to go and give all of these people a hug and let you know that it's gonna be okay. And you just gotta keep pushing and fighting for yourself, and you're doing great. You got an incredible degree, you got a great job, you're applying for other jobs. You can only do so much if you're not getting interviews. You've had success, you're doing great, and you will continue to do great. I'm just mad. I need to leave. I need to go listen to some positive affirmations or something. So I'm out of here, you guys. But parents, let me know your opinions in the comments. I'm curious. I need some dads and moms in the chat over here. Stay classy out there, stay sassy, and I'll see you tomorrow.